Hey guys, it's Christina. It's been about 8 months post-op lap band. I am down about 75 pounds, actually right on the dot. Started my weight loss journey at 345 pounds, had my surgery February 20th, 2013, and am now right on the nose, 270 as of Monday morning. Um, would have made some more progress, but I did have a couple of things as little hiccups during the summer that kind of slowed me down a little bit. The biggest one being a death of a close family member. It was pretty hard to get over. Wasn't dieting, wasn't going to the gym, wasn't worried about it, but luckily with my lap band, I didn't gain any weight. So I've just recently got back on track. First and foremost, since it's taken me forever to make a video, and again, I apologize for anyone who is looking at my videos when I first started because I was doing them more regularly, is preparation. I know people like Banded Wendy, New Toy for Katie, several other big successes on the YouTube industry, or I guess whatever you would call it, focus on preparation. They portion out their meals. They have everything planned out. I guess they pick a day like Sunday and cook all their meals and portion them out for the week. I can't do that. Personally, I am a young kid with a messed up work schedule, swing shifts, everything, you name it, open and closes. And yes, preparation is key. I will guarantee that because I work in a grocery store. So when I am not prepared, I make all of the worst decisions with all of the food that got me to that position of needing a lap band in the first place. But convenience is also key for me. So I eat foods like this is an EAS Advanced Edge carb controlled protein shake. It's chocolate fudge and it's 110 calories, 17 grams of protein. You guys can see that there. They are awesome. I usually drink the strawberry, which is only 100, but usually in the mornings is when I have my protein shakes, which is good because for some reason in the morning my band is super tight, so it's really hard for me to actually eat anything, and that way I still get nutrients, still have my breakfast, and it keeps you full till lunch. For lunch, I generally have something like a lean cuisine. This one is Steak Tips Portobello, and as you can see down here at the bottom, if I move my finger, it's actually 150 calories for the whole meal. Just nuke it in the microwave. And that allows you to still stay within your calories and still eat healthily, but not have to worry about it. Also, I know that a lean cuisine or a Smart Ones or a healthy choice meal or what have you, that's going to be about $2 to $3 per meal. So when I budget for 2 weeks worth of groceries, I can figure in $3 times 10 days. So there's $30 spent on my lunch. A lot of people can eat cheaper than that, but convenience is what helps make it work for me. So that's what I do. For snacks, I'm a fan of these little hummus to-go cups. They have hummus and pretzels in them. Hummus is at the bottom, pretzels are at the top. You break the seal and they become actually two separate bowls. It's pretty cool. Those help. I wouldn't say that they're exactly the smallest calorie snack, though. I would actually probably have this for a meal. The other thing that I want when I am just wanting a snack, or I usually have it with lunch or breakfast, is this Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt. It is 2 times the protein and only 80 calories, which, let me get this turned the right way there. Zoom it on in for you so you can see that. These are actually really good. They come in packs of 4 sometimes at Kroger. But they've started selling individual ones, and they have a lot more flavors to choose from now. So what I like personally is they have one called key lime pie. They have a banana cream, a bananas and strawberry type thing, which whenever I'm craving sweet stuff, I'll tend to substitute that for. And to get my water in, I actually don't have a water bottle over here for once, but I use Powerade Zero bottles. The reason being is that they're 32 ounces per bottle. And I try to get in at least 64 ounces of water per day. So at least 2 of those, up to a gallon of water, which is 4 of those. And that really helps me monitor my water intake. I also use an app called MyFitnessPal. It's really popular in the weight loss community, so I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it, but it is awesome. Being young, I still have a lot of friends who like to go out to eat on a regular basis. And MyFitnessPal has tons of recipes and tons of foods in its database to monitor so that when I'm out, I can make smarter choices at restaurants. But restaurants as a whole are hard for me, so I try to just avoid them altogether. And usually that helps me be more effective. But I set my calorie limit on MyFitnessPal to 1,000 calories a day and try to stay underneath that. And most of the time, it helps me be very effective in my weight loss, assuming that I'm trying to do that and it's not a time where someone recently passed away in my family. Anybody that's on MyFitnessPal, please feel free to add me. My username is KAT2R1989 on there. I'd love to have some more friends on there just to go back and forth with. It's good to have the support on there. Just like on YouTube, I feel like anybody who makes videos and who talks to people making videos tends to get more support because just in my general community, I don't have anyone I can relate to that's had a lap band with me, especially in my age group. So talking to you guys on YouTube and the people on MyFitnessPal really helps me. The other thing with me is I'm not an individual who can get away with just monitoring my calories. I have got to go to the gym. So with a flexible schedule like I have, I still have to find a way to crunch in an hour's worth of cardio to be really effective. Some days I can get away with 30 minutes, but most of the time I try to do at least an hour worth of cardio. Now that I've lost enough weight, I try to do alternating weight training days. So one day I'll do arms, another day I'll do legs. Every day I try to do something with my abs, and then I will give myself rest days in between. There are some observations that I've made, even just losing 75 pounds, even though it's only put me at 270, I've noticed a difference so far in the way people treat me. Beforehand, I just always got a negative impression from people. But I think a lot of it is that maybe my confidence level has changed and I might not necessarily be aware of how much so. But generally, people tend to receive me better and I tend to get a better feel for people. When I'm going out, if I'm out at a club or I meet someone just out in general, they're more talkative. I get hit on in public a lot lately. I know it probably doesn't look like that, but I don't have any makeup on or anything right now because I'm about to go to the gym. But it is a pretty nice feeling to hear you're beautiful. And then the people who know me, who've known that I've been going through this, who go, hey, good job, Christina, keep up the good work. Like that kind of stuff just keeps you going. It helps boost your day. Just little things that I never would have thought that would have been a big deal. Like there's more room between myself and the steering wheel now. The other day I put on an outfit for work and I noticed that I'm starting to get that little shape to me. Like I'm actually getting a figure. I was like, hot damn, look at me. That is pretty freaking awesome. You can't really see it actually. I'm kind of disappointed, but the more that I lose weight, maybe it's the way I'm sitting, I don't know. But I can actually see the outline of my collarbones now without having to go like this and suck them in, which is pretty freaking cool. So for those of you starting out or thinking about doing it or thinking about losing weight in general, there are things to look forward to that you cannot even anticipate. And for real, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So just, it doesn't take much more preparation than deciding, okay, I'm going to do this. And primarily, I'm going to do this for me. That's the biggest thing, because if you're doing it for anyone else, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Even if you're doing it for you because you want to fit into a size 10, or you're doing it for you because you just want to feel better, then that's a great reason, as long as it's for you and not some guy and not your mom and not your boss and just stupid stuff, not your friends, because if they're your friends, they're going to love you regardless. Just thinking about how down on myself I was before, it's really upsetting because the more I go through this, the more I accomplish, the more I realize I can do anything. I can do anything I want. All I have to do is set my mind to it and stick to it and not give up. And that's the key. You're going to have days that you slip up. You're going to have nights that you go out with your friends to the bar and drink too much, or you're going to eat too much, more than you should, even with the lap band. You just get back on the saddle and do the same thing the next day. And that's what counts, is that you didn't give up. I will say drinking liquor is a big issue for me now. For whatever reason, since I've had the lap band, liquor tends to affect me a lot more easily and a lot quicker than it used to. I guess part of it is because you're eating so many less calories than you did on a daily basis. And that's cool because I guess that makes me a cheap date. But it really does not take much for me to have a buzz after a couple of drinks. So for people just starting out in this process, beware. Um, Goals. I do want to set a couple goals for myself. I'm only 25 pounds out from losing 100 pounds. What? I'm so excited. But when that happens, I really want to get myself a new pair of tennis shoes. Like a really nice pair, one of the bright, shiny pairs that I've seen at my gym. That would just make me happy. Especially because I want to start running more. I feel like that would help me out with my cardio. I've tried some couch to 5K programs, but they haven't really been effective for me just because I haven't been able to stick with them. So I'm hoping a little more weight loss will help me get more in the habit of running. And I'd like to do some 5Ks coming up pretty soon. But if any of you guys have any questions, hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on MyFitnessPal. Hit me up on YouTube. I'd be glad to talk to you guys. I love talking to you guys to get that extra support that I don't get in my life otherwise. Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear from you. Just tell me what works for you. Maybe I can come up with some ideas that I wasn't thinking about that might make it easier on me. You never know. It's all about sharing information and loving other people like you want them to love you. So that's all for right now, guys. And I'll update hopefully with more good news in a couple months. Bye.